First, Devotional Thoughts for Women, written by Monica Diaz, read by Belinda Sainsbury.
Good morning, dear friends. Our devotional reading for today, March the 10th, is entitled The Bible Jesus Read. You are mistaken not knowing the scriptures. Jesus. The Hebrew Bible, which today we know as the Old Testament, already existed in Jesus' day. We call it that way to distinguish it from the New, which tells of Jesus' life and work and was inspired by God and written after the Master lived in this world. But while he was still alive, he read the Hebrew Bible, as I said, our current Old Testament, which was not divided into 39 books as we now know it, but rather into 3 sections. The 3 sections of the Hebrew Bible, the Word of God that Jesus read, were 1. The law, that is, the Torah, which comprised the 5 books of Moses, or the Pentateuch. 2. The prophets, which was subdivided into 4 former and 4 latter ones. The 12 minor prophets made up a single book. 3. The writings, which were the remaining 11 books. Ezra, Nehemiah were a single book, and as well as 1st and 2nd Chronicles, which were actually the last book. When Jesus said that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms concerning me, in Luke 22:44, he was referring to this division, the law of Moses, or Pentateuch, the prophets, the writings of which the Psalms are the first book. And when he told the Pharisees, so the people at this time will be punished for the murder of all prophets, from the murder of Abel to the murder of Zechariah. Luke 11:50 and 51. He also implicitly acknowledging this three-way division because Abel is mentioned in the first book of the Bible, Genesis 4:8, while Zechariah is mentioned in 2nd Chronicles, the last book of the Hebrew Bible. The New Testament makes it clear that Jesus believed in the authority and inspiration of the Old Testament, Hebrew Bible, and it was a privilege for us to have access to the same writings that he read, which made up the basis of his thought and understanding of the Father's character in our language. We can shape our own thought with that same basis so that we will have a solid faith. But if we don't turn to that basis, we cannot expect to magically have full knowledge of the things of God. Let us not be mistaken because of our ignorance of the scriptures. For if you believed Moses, you would believe me, for he wrote about me. But if you do not believe his writings, how will you believe my words? John chapter 5 verses 46 and 47.